So yeah, it's a bit of a process every morning. Um,
Tell me how this works.
okay, so you saw it clips directly into my manual wheelchair. There's a docking bar underneath. There's a so yeah, it just clips in. It has a bit of power assist, so that's the battery you see. So, but I have to be cranking. Um, so it's not engaged right now, but I'm basically cranking like that. Um, Candace, can I just tuck that in? That should be good. Yeah, so it's got specialized hand grips. So the way I put it on there, I go like that, and I lock my wrist in. We're gonna put wraps on that, and then to brake, I pull back. So that's the reverse brake.
And is it one of a kind?
This is made in Spain. It's difficult to get, especially because it's set up for a quadriplegic. Um, so yeah, definitely hard to replace. That's like in Quebec City, I had a second unit that we were swapping out, and it got stolen off the back of the RV. So
Real?
yeah,
Jeez.
that was kind of a hit.
So you were just in there overnight and came back out in the day and it was gone?
We spent a couple nights in the hotel just to take a break, and we had to park on an off-site spot. And yeah, Candace went to get our bus, and it was gone. So, and that's the thing that I don't get it. I don't know what people would use it for.
How much would it be worth roughly?
When it's all said and done with a battery, it's probably about 10,000.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
And tell me how fast. That's the other question.
So the top speed on this, is usually around 21. Sometimes I can pedal it over a bit faster, and I guess down a hill, I'd probably the fastest I go or feel comfortable was about 40. Beyond that, I'm worried about crashing and stuff.
Don't blame you.
Yeah. So
Tell me, Kevin. So tell me, Kevin, and again, I don't want to hold you guys up because 10 o'clock is your time out, so I don't want to hold you. But I mean, tell me what's going on. Tell me what you're doing across Canada and why.
Okay, so we're biking across the whole country. We're going east to west. We started in Cape Spear, and we're gonna end up in Tofino, BC. And we're trying to establish and share an accessible bike route, and just let everyone know the difficulties we face, the challenges. So we created pedaling possibilities, and we're trying to show the importance of not only accessibility but activity after injury. We want to get people with disabilities out there, started discussion about accessibility, and yeah, and then after the program, our ride, we're not just going to end there. Part of what Pedaling Possibilities will do is help people get involved in accessible sport or activity-based therapy.
Have you seen the challenges so far in your journey?
There's been huge ones, from weather to just mechanical breakdowns. My body, yeah, it's hard on my body all the time. It's doing a 80 to 100K a day. Definitely takes it over. Can be difficult, and it is just all the logistics involved, and then it's stuff like if we get to a campsite, sometimes a lot of the time they don't have an accessible shower, so it's finding somewhere where I can do that.
What do you hope that this does then?
Again, it's starting a discussion about accessibility and creating change. So letting people, with people, especially people with disabilities, if they can see me out there and doing stuff, they can not only see it's possible for them, but other people will realize where improvements need to be made.
Tell me how your journey got to this point, if you can. I was watching a little bit of the video, but if you can just talk a little bit about how you were in the States, you were south of there.
Yeah, no, we haven't gone in the States at all.
No, but how your accident happened.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Sorry, I just need to take a sip of water.
Sorry.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so I was about 14 years ago, I was at my sister's wedding in Cuba. We were on an island off of Cuba, and I was swimming in the ocean. I was very comfortable in the ocean, and a rogue wave just picked me up and dumped me headfirst in the ocean floor. So I was immediately paralyzed, and then it was a whole process with getting home and starting my recovery journey.
Have you been? And again, I don't want to hold you, but I mean, you seem like such a positive person.
I thank you, and I try to do that. Like, part of it is being able to do this, being able to get out and exercise. Like, it helps with mental health, it helps with physical health, and like a lot of, especially quadriplegics, find it difficult to get out and involved in the community. But I get to like bike every day with my two friends here, and it's just wonderful. It makes me happy and positive.
Are you raising money or anything like that, or is it just like, tell me, is it awareness or like what's?
Yeah, so we're right now we have a donate button on our website, pedalingpossibilities.ca, and right now the majority of the funds are just going to funding the trip, the logistics, the cost. We need this trip to happen so people can hear about it. Like that's the vehicle, but after, like I said, pedaling possibilities isn't just going to stop. Any funds that are raised are going to go towards funding activity-based therapy programs and also possibly equipment, like getting people involved and active.
Do you find from one province to another it's different for people that need accessibility?
Um, yeah, it's not standard across Canada. There's like, especially like in Quebec, there was really great bike lanes. So yeah, it's not a standard, and that's the other thing that we need to make standard. Like for people to know like what an accessible shower actually is, and so you know when you go to a hotel or campground that an accessible shower isn't just like a slightly bigger shower with grab bars. Like I need to get my wheelchair in. And even if there's one, like you saw me getting out of the house, like those steps are challenging. And if I didn't have my two friends here, like willing to lift me, I couldn't get in. Yeah.
Canada have a long way to go.
Yeah, there are definitely improvements to be made. Like even the bike lanes, sometimes they're too thin for me with a wheelchair, and it takes someone to be doing this to like point that out. I mean, I think I will say Canada is a wonderful country. People are so kind. Everyone we talk to wants to be involved. They're excited about our trip, and you know, just Canadians are amazing. But we have a ways to go in accessibility.
Anything else?
No, I appreciate you having me. Yeah, we're going to be biking today into Coburg. It's a bit of a shorter ride. Again, just logistics with campground. So, and we've done quite a few days in a row, so it'll be almost like a bit of a rest day.
What's it been like pedaling with the journey with Kevin? It's what do you guys talk about? I've been following you just from Brighton to here, but I mean, what do you talk about?
What do we talk about, Kev?
We talked about everything. I think
We also, like, lately, it's been a lot of scheduling stuff, which is kind of boring, but we talk about how we're feeling, what we miss, what we're looking forward to, all the good things that happened the day before, all the good things that we're looking forward to tomorrow or today, later today, trying to keep as present as possible, as well as, I don't know, some
How long have
silly
you known him
things.
for? How'd you meet?
I'm his neuro recovery trainer, so I work at Walk It Off, and he's technically my client, and so I met him 5 years ago when I started there.
What I called him an inspiration. You tell me.
Oh yeah, tell me about it. The only reason I'm doing it is because of him, so it's yeah, he pushes me as much as I push him.
You ever thought you'd be biking across Canada? Have you done it before?
No. Oh goodness, no. I'm so grateful that I get this opportunity though. This is really wonderful and it's been really fun. It's been very challenging. I think we were both kind of naive to some of the obstacles we've been facing, but I think we're going to come out stronger than ever at the end of this.
How you been doing, Kevin? Like just this short adventure, but I mean, like you're getting blistering sun, now the rain, now the sun again.
it's honestly not that bad for of a day. Like it's we had a little bit of rain there, but we've had days where it's the whole. The whole day is rain, and but it's warm. Like it was harder in Newfoundland when it was cold and wet.
Pros and cons to both, right?
Watching the two of you, just as I leapfrog ahead each time, you both feed off each other.
Yeah? I guess so.
Yeah, we were a good biking team. We like push each other further apart.
Yeah.
Pretty in tune biking.
But you always got the positive energy.
Yeah, it's fun. I try to keep it fun. I mean, it really sucked to bike for 6 hours a day with someone and it was miserable the whole time.
You'd know that pretty quick anyhow. So we're just about 7 clicks out of Coburg. You're going to stop at Victoria Hall and then rest.
And then rest.
Yeah.
Hopefully it stays sunny out. We can enjoy the beach.
Check out the beach and the piers.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it goes right onto my wheelchair. That's right in.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so I'm pedaling with my arms, and then lock my wrist.
Oh, I see. It just locks right in there, so you can still use your arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well, on that side you can leave it just because of the shade.
If we get to see bits of
where.
And you're riding to raise awareness.
Yeah, for accessibility and to share an accessible bike route, and just also promote activity after injury.
Amazing. I'm so glad to hear. Well, Pete brought this to Adam's and my attention today, and was like, what's going on? So then Adam was like, we got to do something, acknowledge this. Definitely making sure we're going to bring this to attention, get it on social media, get as much publicity as we can, because you're doing this kind of incredible work. We need to do what we can to help support it.
That's amazing.
So where'd you start from?
Cape Spear near St. John's.
Wow.
We were right out the tip.
Like he's still there.
Yeah, we live in Newmarket. So
Okay. And that's the end is Newmarket?
No, the end is Stefano, BC.
Amazing. So how long do you figure it'll take you to get there?
It's probably going to be another 2 months.
2 months? Figure it'll be right across the country, right?
In the beginning, it was mostly
And then it's sort of been building as you've been building awareness.
yeah, the beginning that we haven't really any.
So what's
Well, we have a wonderful accessibility committee here that's working on improving all over town accessible needs, and they're working hard for sure.
That's amazing.
So,
Yeah.
they're quite the leaders in
It's a pleasure to offer our congratulations on your ongoing Bike Across Canada. Your mission to Bike Across Canada, along with Mr. Kevin Mills, can only be described as inspiring and motivational. As you promote the importance of physical activity after injury, well, of course, the wind is going well, and spread the message about inclusivity for all. Please accept our best wishes as you continue on your journey across Canada, as our thoughts will remain with you on your journey.
This is so awesome.
You want me to mail those shoes somewhere so you don't have to carry them? I'm not.
Yeah, we have an RV. You know, we'll just keep them in the
And
RV.
it says the same thing.
That's wonderful.
Yeah,
That is really nice. Yeah, that is.
yeah. Awesome. Very proud of what you're doing. And I hope you guys remember.
Open it up
Coburg
just a
along
second,
the
Adam,
way.
just so I just want to